Welcome to Today's Homeowner with Danny Lipford. Expert advice on improving your home from remodeling contractor Danny Lipford and the home improvement pros from Today's Homeowner magazine.
Welcome to the show. I'm really glad you're with us this week. We have a situation where the owners of this home really want a more spacious master bathroom, but they don't want to add on to the home and take up any more of their yard. The solution is to completely rework the master suite, the master bedroom, master bathroom, and the master closet to create just the type of spacious feel to the bathroom that they really want. Now stay with us because we'll follow this project from start to finish. Welcome back. Now we're doing something in the renovation of this master suite that we rarely get to do, and that's borrow a little space in order to create closet space. Now we're taking about 18 inches of the master bedroom and about 1 foot of the bathroom to make up for these two closets. Now by building these two closets out here, we're able to free up all of this space that originally was the master closet. By doing this, we have enough room to create the kind of master bathroom the homeowners really wanted. Now the original bathroom really was not in too bad a shape, but it was very small and very out of date. The bath had just one sink. The homeowners wanted two. The tub was a standard 5-foot tub with a ceramic surround. They wanted a 6-foot garden tub and a brighter, more spacious feel to the bathroom. Now it may appear like the two closets that we've built are a little small, but actually the homeowners will end up with just as much closet space, if not more, than they had in the original closet. Because the original closet just had so much room just for walking, whereas we're utilizing every bit of the space we have available in these two closets. Now one of the things we'll do to maximize the space is a double rod arrangement. We'll put the first rod right in at 42 inches right here, which is 3.5 feet. Then we'll take the next one up twice that amount to 84 inches or 7 feet. This is what I recommend in a situation like this to fully utilize the whole space. Also, we're taking advantage of the 9-foot ceilings we have in creating this little cubby hole storage up above that we'll put a couple wood doors on later, and that'll be good storage for things like extra blankets, extra pillows. Now I mentioned earlier how we encroached into the space we have available for the bathroom about 12 inches. By doing that, the offset was perfect for a little linen closet on this side that'll be accessible from the bathroom. Now also by moving this wall over, we're creating the 6 feet that we need for the new garden tub. Now it'll go right in here and out 42 inches, so we'll have still plenty of room in the spaciousness the homeowners wanted. Also for light, we're installing a transom right up above it here. It'll be double glass, and this is the west side of the house, so you're getting that sunlight coming in that'll really make the room bright and feel very spacious. Also, they wanted those double bowls, so we had the plumber split off the original plumbing for the sink to take care of having the two bowls that we'll install with vanities and the cultured marble top later in the project. And the toilet stays where it originally was. So that really has made the plumber's job very easy here, particularly since we have crawl space under this and plenty of headroom. Let's go down there and I'll show you what kind of job the plumber did. Now with this much space under the house, the plumber has plenty of room to take care of all of his water and drain line relocations. And you can see that this is like drain central with all of the plastic pipe coming together here. Now this is the original trunk line of the house that leads back into the center part of the house. And here it has a clean out fitting on it in case there's any clogged drain or any blockage in here. The sewer man can come out and open this up and use his plumbing snake to clear it out. That way he doesn't have to cut the pipe and that sort of thing. Then this is the toilet line that comes in and ties into all of this fitting. And then over here we have where the sinks come in and tie in. And then this other arm on this side routes back to where our new 6-foot tub will be installed. Now it looks down here on the end as if the plumber maybe just didn't quite complete all of his work. He's got duct tape over the end of it and just doesn't look complete. The reason for that is he's waiting until the tub is in place to install this very important fitting. It's called a P-trap. Also, it's not glued together here, so that when he attaches this, he's able to have the flexibility to move this wherever he needs to line up perfectly with the down pipe that'll be coming from the tub itself. Now, the other pipe that you see back up on the top part, you may have seen when we were back up on top, is the air vent. That goes straight up through the wall, through the attic space, and to the roof. That'll have a little cap on it so that you have proper air ventilation through there. And also, the important aspect of this is water will stay in the bottom part of the P-trap. This prevents any of the sewer smell from coming back through into the home. So it's very important and required on every drain in your house. Now, only your tubs are generally, tub or shower areas are usually located down below the floor level because you really don't have room under that particular fixture. But you'll notice under your sinks in your bathroom or in your kitchen a P-trap that's located in there. Like I say, that's very, very important. So we'll put that back up for the plumber to use later. Also, after the plumber's completed, we'll come back down and reinstall all of the insulation in the floor so that in the mornings they won't have to worry about that cold floor when they walk into the bathroom. Now stay with us. Next is our simple solution, and after that we'll continue on this bathroom until it's completely finished in this week's show. Stay with us.
Get ready to review your Fix-It list as Danny and today's Homeowner Magazine repair and maintenance editor Joe Truini show you this week's simple solution. Brought to you by Dodge.
If you've ever attempted to finish any drywall around your home, you realize that it takes a little skill, and the first step is to tape all of the seams.
Well, here, Danny, you see I've just applied the first layer of joint compound to the seam between two sheets on the ceiling. The next step is to set the paper tape in the joint compound. And that's where a lot of homeowners run into trouble because it takes two hands to handle the roll of tape. Now, what I've come up with to make that job a little easier is simply this little holder made from a wire hanger. Take a pair of pliers and just bend the hanger as it's shown here, snip the ends, tape them together, and bend it over. This dimension here has to be wide enough to hold the 2-inch roll of tape. Then this part you can simply clip right onto the waistband of your pants or your belt.
Now this is real handy because when you're taping a room like this full of drywall, you're having to move around the perimeter of the room and up and down the ladders many times.
And here, once you get it set, use both hands to put it in there. Then come back with the knife and squeeze out any wrinkles and excess air. You get a nice smooth joint.
Now this works great if you're using other rolls of material, say duct tape or masking tape or carpet tape. All of those work real well with a handy little rig like this. But Joe, over the years you've shown us a lot of different ways to take coat hangers and make little things like this. I just wonder, where does he put his clothes? Now that the drywall has been installed and finished and the painter's well underway with all of his work, you can really see how little impact that building the two closets had on this master bedroom. Actually, it created a nice look on this end of the bedroom with the two matching closets, the area up above it that we're having our cabinet man build some nice doors that'll match these doors to install there, and it's created a nice entryway into the master bathroom. Now inside the closets, we've certainly taken advantage of every square foot we have in here. We built wood shelving, a little cubicle section that's perfect for sweaters or shoes or almost anything there. Then the 3.5 foot and 7 foot closet rods will completely fill up these areas. And actually, as I mentioned earlier, the homeowners probably will end up with just as much closet space as they had before with their 6x6 closet that created a real problem because you had to walk into the closet to get to everything. Also, over the last couple weeks, the hardwood floor installer has put down all of the hardwood floor to allow it to acclimate for a couple weeks before he refinishes it. As soon as the painter completes his work and it dries sufficiently, they'll be in to sand all of this and to stain it to match the hallway hardwood so that everything blends together nicely. Now, another change that's taken place that you might not notice is that the ceiling is now slick. Before, it had a texture or a popcorn ceiling effect to it, which was real popular for many, many years, and we're getting a lot of requests from homeowners to return their ceiling to this kind of look. Now, we did this by catching our sheetrock finisher while he was out on the job and using a 12-inch sheetrock knife, scraping off all of the texture, then having him to apply a little bit of joint compound, and then the painter came in and sanded it, applied 1 coat of primer and 2 coats of flat ceiling white to create the look that we have now. It's really a good looking ceiling, and I can understand why a lot of homeowners are requesting it now. But now if you're doing this yourself, let me give you a quick tip. Take a garden sprayer, just like you would use outside in your garden. Use that with hot water and wallpaper remover, mix it together, spray it real well on the ceiling. That'll help that texture come off a lot easier. Now let's take a look at the bathroom, see how things are going there. Now the sign of a good painter is one that'll cover up everywhere he's working. And here he's covered up in the bathroom because we've already installed the ceramic tile. Now I like to install the ceramic tile at this stage so that when the cabinets come in and are installed, they're sitting on top of the tile instead of tying the tile to it. It just makes you feel a little bit better knowing you have a solid floor surface under everything that's in the bathroom. Also a good idea is to use moisture-resistant sheetrock. You can see the green color of the drywall here, and that's just so that if you have any spills or naturally the moisture and humidity you'll have in a bathroom, it won't affect your walls over the years. It's a good idea in utility rooms as well. Now I mentioned earlier in the show how we were structuring the whole bathroom to accommodate a 6-foot tub. Well, we barely got the tub in, but it fits nicely on this end of the room. And it's a nice deep tub, just like the homeowners wanted. It's almost 22 inches deep and about 3.5 feet wide, 6 foot long. Now, instead of building an actual shower tub unit in this case, we're putting a shorter surround around this out of cultured marble, and the homeowners have preferred to use a handheld shower that'll be installed by the plumber a little bit later. Then after everything's done and tested well, our cultured marble contractor will come back out and install the skirt on the front of this. So this should work great, and we're accomplishing just what the homeowners wanted to make this room appear larger than it actually is. We're also helping that whole situation by having the transom window that'll just flood this with some good natural light. Now stay with us. Next is our best new product of the week.
It's time to check out this week's best new product with Danny and today's Homeowner Magazine Editor-in-Chief, Paul Spring. Brought to you by the Home Depot.
Now, Paul, the benchtop table saws have been around a long time, but my carpenters always talk about them being too small and just underpowered.
Yeah, Danny, this one is the exception. This is the BOSCH Titan 10-inch table saw, and I love this puppy. This would look great at my house. First of all, the motor on this thing is 4.4 horsepower, 15 amp motor. It'll take on green 2x4s. It's also got the biggest table in this class, so it'll do most of your sawing for you.
Now, almost any table saw, whether it's portable or not, has the flimsy rip fence. Is this one any different?
This is a lot different. It's the first thing I look at, and this thing, when you bring down the positive lock on it, it's self-aligning and it locks on both ends. It'll really stay square to the blade.
That's great. That's some good engineering. What about some of the other features?
Well, you know, everything you need is right here. It's like a control panel. You've got a blade tote on your side, which will let you store a used blade and even carry it away. You've got the miter gauge over here, which is locked right in and is easy to grab. You've also got the tilt for the blade. You can see right here, very easy to control. And that off switch, when you need it, is right there.
But it's not a very large table, though. What about those big pieces of plywood?
That's what this little knob is for. When you pull it up like this, you just pull the table out.
Great.
That gives you a full 24.5 inches, which means you can cut that 4x8 sheet of plywood. Really stable.
Now this thing looks expensive.
It's not, Danny. $450, and I'll tell you what, you take it out to your job site, you tell me if you like it or not.
I think I'll try it out with my carpenters today. Now, about the only thing left to finish up this bathroom is to have our cultured marble installer come back and put a sheet of cultured marble here. Then he'll use some of this same cultured marble trim to run right across the front edge of the tub, giving it that good finished appearance. Now, we've had him leave the front skirt off so that we could really check thoroughly for any leaks and to take care of installing the metal around the drain area so that we could seal it off from the underside of the house. This will prevent any air exchange in this area as well as any insects or rodents trying to find their way in the house. Here, the plumber's installed 2 cutoff valves so that in the event any servicing is needed on the tub, you can just cut them off there and take care of the work that may be necessary. Now you can see the water lines we have here that feed the water to the spout. And what it does is continue over here and ties right into this, the diverter, that diverts the water to the shower wand. The shower wand has a real long flexible cord on it tubing on it that will allow you to, of course, shampoo your hair, or in a case of a large tub, really makes cleaning a lot easier. Now, another real nice part of this finished bathroom are the custom cabinets. Now, one thing we recommend to a lot of homeowners is to allow us to raise the vanity up to 36 inches instead of the traditional 32 or 34 inches. It just seems like a more usable height. Now, what we have here is a cultured marble vanity top. The same company that handled the garden tub for us handled this. And we have a soap ring oval bowl, which is one of my favorites because as you're using the sink, the water is prevented from running out over the countertop. Makes it a lot easier to keep it clean. Now, when our custom cabinet company was building our vanities for us, they also created some nice mirrors over the vanity, two separate ones with a nice frame and a nice little crown piece over the top of it. And a perfect place here for a wall-mounted light fixture right in the center where the light can be spread very nicely on each vanity. Now, the homeowners had to give up a little bit of closet space in their bedroom, but we more than compensated by building a nice linen cabinet along this wall. Adjustable shelving, it's about 12 inches deep with the European hidden hinges, which are so popular and really gives it a nice sleek look overall. Also, you may remember right in this area we had a little recessed area. Well, we didn't neglect it or forget about it. We utilized it to create a 24-inch deep cabinet here, and down below, something the homeowners really wanted is a clothes hamper tucked away right here, nice and convenient. Of course, we have our natural light coming in, our toilet tucked away here, and with just a few more finishing touches, this whole bathroom will be complete. But in the bedroom, it's 100%. The new hardwood floors we installed have been sanded and finished, and they really warm up the room. The painter has completed his work, and all the closet hardware is in as well. The cabinet man has put in the doors on the overhead storage areas, and we've even installed an adjustable TV platform above the bathroom door. Next, our Around the Yard.
Now let's go outside for Around the Yard with Danny and lawn and garden expert Barbara Katz. Brought to you by Scott's Lawn Products, for a great lawn, guaranteed.
Sometimes stepping stones are a really nice solution to a part of the yard like this where you've got to pass through it all the time, but you just don't want a huge walkway.
Now, the stepping stones that we've chosen from the home center actually match the adjacent patio that we have that's a washed aggregate slab. Of course, they're available in almost any type of style that you may have around your home.
The first things you want to do is to set it out on the ground and then actually take a small walk on it. Try and get the pace comfortable and the stones in the right position. Then what you want to try and do is mark around it, because we're going to dig a hole and we're going to set them into the ground, give them more stability and make it so that nobody trips over the edges.
We move the stepping stones and dig out each of the holes approximately 1 inch deeper than they are thick. Then we add 2 inches of coarse sand to each hole to allow for settling.
Smooth it out and replace the stones. If it's not level, you can just add or subtract sand as you need. Then just fill in around the edges with the dirt.
You know, and the beauty of having these flush with the ground like this is that you can actually mow just directly over it. It won't interfere with any of your lawn mowing.
And the other thing is that once you're not walking on the grass anymore, the grass is going to grow beautifully back into place around the stones, and it's going to be an attractive area again.
Now, this is where it's very gratifying being a remodeling contractor. When these homeowners first contacted me about remodeling their master suite, they assumed they would have to add on to the house to accomplish everything they wanted. But with some careful reallocation of the existing space, we were able to provide them with a nice bathroom, large 6-foot tub, double bowl vanity, and plenty of storage. And to compensate for the walk-in closet they lost, we were able to provide 2 separate closets and plenty of storage overhead. And we did all of this and still ended up with a great master bedroom. I'm Danny Lipford. We'll see you next week here on Today's Homeowner.